your stadium, home of your Highland Park Scots. Today, your Highland Park Scots take on Prosper. Welcome, Prosper, led by their coach, Pat DeVoe. We thank you for attending today's game between the Highland Park Scouts and Prosper. The students, staff, and administration of both schools encourage you to support your team and respect your opponent. We would like to congratulate the teams and coaches on their play today. Their hard work and effort commands everyone's respect. Fans, let's join together in good sportsmanship to make this a memorable event for these young competitors. Spectators are reminded to show respect for your school and your community while attending athletic events. Be positive in all your actions at tonight's contest. Also, we want to remind you to stay off the field for your own safety and to always watch for stray balls and sticks during warm-ups and gameplay. Thank you for your cooperation.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of our great country, please remove your hats and rise for the playing of the national anthem. Hancock and Brandon Will.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the broadcast tonight. We're at Highlander Stadium as the Highland Park Scots Gold team takes on some boys from the north up in Prosper. Hello, I'm Cade Hamner with you here on Game On Sports. This presentation of Highland Park Lacrosse on a beautiful Tuesday night. Here we got thunder clouds forming to the south over downtown, but clear skies over Highlander, a light breeze, and we are ready to get underway. Here is our Division II, as it's known, varsity lacrosse team here at Highland Park takes on the Division II varsity team from Prosper. Prosper's only varsity team. We'll see the JV team after this matchup tonight, but good to see the boys from Highland Park in their white uniforms, navy helmet with the gold stripe, get back on the field and get a couple games in here. We'll have a matchup on Thursday night here at Highlander as well, prior to heading into spring break next week. Team shaking hands at midfield. And in the goal for the Scots tonight, number 3, that's Walker Fitzgerald, or Brisket, as he's lovingly known here in the bubble. And Owen Leszewski down at the dot to take the face-off for the Scots. And he gets a clean clamp. Gets it out to Conrad Noble. Checked by the Prosper midfielder. Ball is loose down in the Highland Park box. Finally picked up. And a little razzle-dazzle early as Jackson Pierce takes a shot on the feed from David Andrews. Shot goes out of bounds. Hustled out by number 2, Jack Sumner. Gets it up to double D. That's Dean Doolin. Gets it cleared across to Benton Gordon. A couple of freshmen there on the connection, getting things started down in the Highland Park zone. They move it over to the captain, Woods Harbison. To Highline, back to Doolin. Spinning it around, down in the far end of the field, behind the goal. Now crossing GLE. James Allen over to Gordon. And Heinlein gets a shot off. Nobody back behind GLE for the Scots, so Prosper takes possession. Prosper goalie moving it up the field. That's Logan Sedgwick in goal for Prosper tonight. Ford Blevins out defending on glove as Prosper works it back and forth the far sideline. Now comes to the top of the box, spins it down low and back behind GLE. Jack Sumner defending. The long pole ball is deflected by Brisket up high. Prosper gets control again as Blevins comes out to defend. He'll follow him across the top of the box. Over to the far side, Numbers. John Jordan defending below GLE. Prosper spins it back up to the top of the box. And a shot and a save by Brisket. The short stick, John Jordan there to defend.
Timeout.
And then Prosper calls a timeout as they get the deflection and maintain possession. So no score early here in the first period. Highland Park Scots Gold team still getting loose. A couple of good saves by Fitzgerald so far, but nothing on the board yet. And one possession by the Scots so far. As I mentioned earlier, junior varsity will play as we wrap up here tonight. I believe their face-off is 8 o'clock, so stay tuned for that game. A lot of boys going to get on the field tonight and get a lot of reps. Happy to see that. Thursday night, we've got a doubleheader as well. Prior to heading into spring break, school wraps up and no lacrosse next week for these guys. However, D1 Varsity Blue will be on a trip down in Florida. They'll be getting some reps down there in a kind of a camp-like, scrimmage-like format. John Jordan defending, running a short stick midi tonight. Ball is loose. Mac Dixon is there, defending out far in the zone. Now on the far side, Ford Blevins is there. He hits a pick, puts his guy on the carpet, but they're able to feed it down low onto the crease, and that one gets by Fitzgerald. Prosper on the board first, scores 1-0. Scott's not quite quick enough to pick up that dodge on the inside and a little late on the slide there. And Prosper able to move inside, get on the crease, and a little too much for Brisket. That one-on-one, head fake, and then shot it underneath him. Leszewski back out to the dot for the Scots. Clamps tries to pass it under his legs, but isn't able to quite make the ball move. Prosper quickly gets it down inside, gets a shot. That time Brisket makes the save. Scots move it up for the clear. Mac Dixon gets it across midfield. Gets possession down to James Allen. Up top the Colton Hine line. To Gordon, to Doolin. Counterclockwise motion back below GLE to John Allen. And Doolin making a great cut inside. Flag is down. Let's see what the call is. The goal is good. James Allen to Dean Doolin inside to knot it up at 1. The penalty was ruled to be before the shot, so the goal negates the penalty. Both teams will stay at full strength. Tied at 1. Leszewski back out to the dot, facing off for the Scots. Haven't been able to get the number for the Prosper face-off specialist. I believe that's 26. Carter Boy. For you Louisiana folks out there, I believe that's what it is. B-O-I-X. Carter Boy. Prosper getting possession, able to move it quickly down inside the restraining box for Highland Park. Get in on the doorstep of the crease and gets a shot past Fitzgerald. 2-1 Prosper.
Leszewski has entered the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Leszewski and Boy. There's the whistle. Leszewski, victor that time. Great move by Leszewski. Moves it down inside to his defensive zone, where Noble gets it to Fitzgerald. Moves it to the far side. Over to Dixon. Errant pass inside. Prosper picks up a possession there. Dixon comes inside and gets a good check. Ball goes off the pipe. Prosper maintaining possession here. Now the ball is loose. Ball on the carpet. Both teams fighting for it. Jack Sumner is there. Finally knocked out of bounds by Matthew Park. Scott's able to reset the defense, but quickly moved inside by Prosper. And a 1-2 punch there. They get another one on the board. Make it 3-1.
Goal, Prosper. Number 9, Connor Stevens.
Back out to the faceoff dot. Carter Boy and Owen Leszewski for HP. Leszewski flips it up and out to Gordon. Then Blevins comes in, makes a good chop and check. The ball's loose. Gordon picks it up, dishes it inside to Leszewski. The ball gets, to Blevins. The ball gets loose and picked up by Prosper, and they go the other way. Prosper controlling on the far side, now below GLE. Now back up towards the top of the box. Highland Park in a man-on-man defense here. Stretching out that Prosper offense. And an errant pass by Prosper goes out of bounds. Noble inbounds for the Scots. Gets it up to Fitzgerald, who will work it up to Sumner. And now to Highland across midfield. Grady Gearing checks in. And will control the ball on the far sideline. Works it to the top of the box. Dishes it down inside to McCaig. McCaig gets a shot off, and a save is made by the Prosper defender, who tries to clear, gets it up. Heinlein picks it off. He tries to pass it inside, hits traffic. Prosper picks it back up. Another pass just kind of slung down the field by Prosper here. Picked up by Dixon. He gets checked. The ball's back on the rug. Finally, Dean Doolin comes in and controls it for the Scots. Clears it across midfield. He's met by a defender. But he's able to get it up to Gearing. Gearing from the top of the box. Passes it down to McCaig. Gordon on the far side. Now back up to Gearing. Gearing, the left-hander, works it clockwise down around the near side and across GLE. Back behind the cage from X. Takes a stick check. The ball goes loose, but he's able to control it now on the far side, standing at GLE. Pitches up top to Gordon. Back over to Doolin, top of the box. Doolin stretching out the defense. Moves inside. Gets it quickly down to Harbison, who shoots and scores. Doolin doing a great job of keeping his defender, drawing the look outside. And Harbison's defender gets caught watching the ball. with a front row seat. And Scots put another one on the board. Drawing it closer. They're within one. Scores 3-2, Prosper. Prosper with a new face-off specialist coming in here. Number 2, David Andros. And Owen Lashevsky at the dot for the Scots again. False start by Prosper. Lashevsky picks it up. He'll flip it out the Highland and check out. Highland drawing a LSM. Now able to flip it back to McCaig. McCaig works it down on the near side. Counterclockwise motion, middle of the box on this near sideline. Scott's moving right to left if you're listening. McCaig moves it inside. Now pitches up to Gearing at the top of the box. He flips it out to Harbison, but doesn't connect. The ball rolls out of bounds on the far sidelines near Prosper's bench. They pick it up, check in, quickly move it across midfield. And now in the Scots box, and the shot is off. Brisket is there with a save. He quickly clears it, attempts to clear it to midfield where he had James Allen standing across midfield about 5 yards. Not able to connect. Ball rolls out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Prosper picks it up. Now they attempt to clear. Same thing. Not able to connect. Blevins scoops it up, but he steps on the sideline. Tried to tightrope it. Steps on the sidelines. Possession goes over to Prosper. Connor Stevens, possession for Prosper. Inbounds pass. Down to Cash Etheridge. Behind the goal, GLE, he quickly comes up and gets a shot off on the crease, and Brisket able to make the save, and then Prosper steps in the crease. So that'll give the Scots an opportunity to clear here. Noble checks it back to Dixon. Dixon back to Brisket. And Brisket finally gets it up and across to Matthew Park, number 21. Gets it across midfield. Flips it over to Highland. Highland flips it to near the box where Doolin's checking in. Doolin now playing catch with Mac Dixon on the far sidelines before he moves it up to the top of the box. And he'll try a one-on-one here. Works it down inside, gets a dish off to Gearing, who does get a shot off. Goes behind the cage, hustled out of bounds by the Scots. And now James Allen checks in. He gets a shot off. Off the pipe, rebounds far side. Doolin picks it up. Now Gordon from the top of the box. Going back and forth, drawing the long stick defender. Flips it over to Doolin on the far side, who's drawing a shorty. Doolin works it inside. Strong right-hand shot, bounces in front of the keeper and out of bounds on the near side. Scots will keep possession, where Highline will bring the ball inbounds. But the shot clock expired for the Scots. So Highline flips it out of bounds and sets up on defense. Prosper now moving it from the near side up to far side up to midfield, finally clearing it, getting it down in the Scots zone. Loose ball on the far side. Now Prosper starts to move it inside, quickly down on the crease. Three guys are there. They're able to slide, but not before the shot's off, and the Prosper Eagles score again. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter, 45 seconds to be exact. And the score is Highland Park 2, Prosper 4. Lashevsky dominating on faceoff for the most part. And Prosper is going to go with David Andrews again. That's an LSM. facing off. Leszewski gets the clamp again and gets a clean win. Flips it up, and he's quickly outrunning LSM. Andros physical there with him, but he's able to move it down inside. Gearing moving from the far sideline, looking up, now playing around GLE. Spins it down to James Allen. From GLE, comes back around in front and on the crease, draws a slide and able to get it through the 5-hole of the goalie to make it 3-4 with 21.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Highland Park definitely looking like they knew what the time was on the clock, moving in a hurried pace. Able to get it down. James Allen working from behind the cage, comes around the near side and able to get up on the doorstep and flip it underhanded through the legs of the goalie. Once again, Leszewski with the LSM Andros at the face-off dot. Ball flips up in the air. They fight for it. Still on the ground now. Finally control. Well, no. Loose again. 10 seconds to play. Leszewski controls. On the far sideline, we're at 5. We got to shoot here. And they're probably not going to get a shot off before the horn, and they don't. A little bit tough sometimes. Scoreboard on the far end of the field. There is a 30-second clock, but Scott offense not able to see the clock there with a few seconds remaining, but they do bring it within 1. Highland Park 3, Prosper Eagles 4. As we come to the end of the first quarter, we'll be back as we start the second.
Home to more state championships than any program in Texas. Headquartered right here in Dallas, this has been the Entrepreneurs Bank since 1912. With the experience that can only come from a century-old company as their foundation, Vista operates more like a startup than a traditional bank, offering innovative technology and concierge private banking service to clients across Texas. Isn't it time you partner with a bank that works as hard as you do? Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. And on behalf of the entire Highland Park Lacrosse program, thank you to all our fans that came out to support Highland Park Lacrosse tonight. We hope you can join us for the entire season. We also thank our Lax girls for their support and spirit.
And we're ready to get underway for the start of the second quarter now. Highland Park trailing by 1. Scores 4-3 Prosper. And goalies will swap goals. Ends of the field. Scots will move left to right now on your radio dial. Leszewski back out. As always here. And Prosper back with their face-off specialist. Concede the LSM hadn't done much against Leszewski. Leszewski flips it out. Blevins picks it up. Flips it up to Doolin. The trio of freshmen on that face-off line there. Gets it down low where James Allen has it behind the crease. He flips it to Harbison. Then up to Doolin. Top of the box, and he works it down the near side. Down to Allen. Allen takes a check from the long pull down there. Moves near the end line. The referee standing down there. He's in a good position. Sees him step on the end line. At least rules that he does. And possession goes over to the Eagles. LSM up at midfield. Draws a trio of Scots defenders. They check it out. Ball is loose, moving around there. Near the far sideline, they're going to rule it was out on Highland Park. So Prosper will pick it up. They're now moving it clockwise. in their zone now, back counterclockwise here on the near sideline, out towards the top of the box. And not sure what the call was there, procedure call, or if it was offsides, but ref blows his whistle, stop play. Ball goes to Highland Park, and Coach Colburn with an audible thank you. So obviously he pointed something out there that was wrong, and Scots get possession. McCaig here on the near side below GLE. Tries to connect with Harbison and can't make the connection, so the ball goes out of bounds. Another errant pass, and Prosper will take control. They flip it to the goalie. Goalie controls. Scott's not on a 10-man ride, but on a 7-man ride. You got 2 long poles and a goalie out near the top of their box. Applies the kind of pressure that they were looking to do, and the goalie has to flip it down about 30 yards where the ball gets loose, but Prosper's able to control it finally. And a similar call there. I'm not seeing what's happening there, folks, but Prosper did something again, and the ball goes over to the Scots. So, again, Coach Colburn with a thank you very much, and Scots control. Matthew Park, Heinlein, and Doolin are the middies in for Highland Park at the moment. Doolin moving inside now up to Heinlein at the top of the box. He'll take a strong right-handed shot. It hits traffic and doesn't get through. It's picked up by a short stick for Prosper, who advances it down across midfield. He's quickly moving towards the box, wants a shot. He tries to throw it through traffic. That's not a shot. Ball is loose down below GLE. Where Noble's defending. Then they're able to get it back out on the near side here, and Pierce gets a shot off. Brisket closes the door, hits the pipe, bounces out. Now the Scots move it back across midfield into their zone. Beautiful feed by McCaig to Heinlein there. Looked like Heinlein's shot hit the leg of the goalie. Bounced out and around. We've got a couple of back and forth possessions here. These middies are sprinting the full 80 yards of the field. Good check by Blevins as he checks in. Excuse me. That was Rudder, Luke Rudder, not Blevins, checking in with a good check. Ball gets loose, bounces across midfield, but then flipped back by the Prosper long pole. Now Prosper controlling in their zone. Below GLE through X. Mac Dixon defending. Hands him off to Conrad Noble. 4 players, 2 for Prosper, 2 for Highland Park, still below GLE. Not going to get many shots back there. But then Prosper wraps around the near side and a flipped low underhanded shot. Worm burner gets by Fitzgerald to make it 5-3 Prosper.
Goal, Prosper, number 33.
So as we stand in the press box here at Highlander Stadium, there's some thunderclouds off to the southeast, some atmospheric lightning in those clouds. Hopefully no ground strikes, nothing moving within a 10-mile vicinity of Highlander here, and we can continue to play. Leszewski at the dot. Blevins on the wing is the long pole. Gordon the shorty. Leszewski flips it up to Blevins. What a fantastic play. Fantastic play. Leszewski gets the clamp, works it out, flips it to Blevins. Blevins gets it down inside to James Adam.
Geary.
And then Allen feeding number 14, Grady Geary. Really, really unselfish play by the Scots. They're able to make 4 passes. Get it quickly within 1, 4-5. They'll come out with the same midfielder line for HP. Leszewski gets the clamp. Gordon from the far side, the shorty, comes in to pick it up. He takes a collision. Ball goes up in the air and controlled by Prosper. Across the far sideline, right to left, below to GLE. They flip it back up in the near corner of the box. Now to the top of the box, 12 o'clock position. They'll work it around the far side. Now below GLE, try to make a pass. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be picked up by Dixon there. Dixon flips it up to Fitzgerald, and Brisket works it up the middle of the field, flanked by 2 long poles. Dixon on the near side, Sumner to the far side, and then Brisket able to clear it to Harbison, who gets it across midfield and into the Scots zone. Working it outside the restraining box now. Up top to Doolin. Doolin moving at a snail's pace on the far side as the Scots set up the look they want. 5 men down low, Doolin up top in a 1-4-1 look. Doolin wrapping around now. Flips it down to Highland. And then behind the goal at X to Allen. Now the near side, Doolin with a stinger. 1-4-1 look there. Flip it around, get it down behind X, and Doolin comes on a motion back around the near side here. He shoots it from about 12 yards out. Gets a fastball by the catcher on that one. And then we're knotted up 5-5. 5:30 to play here in the first half. Highlander Stadium. I'm Cade Hamner on Game On Sports. You're watching this presentation of Highland Park Lacrosse. D2 Varsity Gold. Leszewski at the faceoff dot. And Prosper, one of their only wins for the night. Leszewski's been very strong, above 90%. And Prosper careless with the pass after the faceoff win. Result is the same. Highland Park controls. Doolin checking in from the box on the far side of the field. Gets it up to, I believe that's Harbison. Colton Heinlein. He's down below GLE at X. Now brings it up on the far side. Doolin nearly takes the same shot as he had before from the opposite side of the field. Saved and quickly tried to clear it, but that was picked off by McCaig. He gets it in. They work it around. Now Gearing on the near side tries to get a shot in, tries to get a feed into Allen. Allen doesn't have a clear shot. He flips it back to Gearing, who gives it up to Doolin. Now to Heinlein on the far side of the field. Just under 60 seconds on the shot clock for Highland Park. Colton Heinlein working from the far side of the field. He comes down towards the top of the box. Flips it down into McCaig, who gets a shot off.
Another great save.
But the Eagles goaltender makes the save. Now he'll work it up the middle of the field, flanked by his poles. HP riding 7 of these players, leaving the goalie and 2 poles unguarded. And they get what they want. Failure to advance is the call. Ball turns over to Highland Park. Quickly into Gearing. Gets it into Jones. Oh, Jones had Harbison on the doorstep. Tries to flip it to him underhanded, but the pass goes high and out of bounds. Highland Park will get a chance to ride again. Strategy here, let the goalie and 2 poles go free. They can't all cross midfield, cover everyone else. and make the goalie make a bad pass like he did there. He has to make a 20-yard pass. Can't make that connection. Highland Park pole picks it up. Tries to flip it inside to Harbison. No connection is made. Now Prosper quickly moves it back down into their zone. Below GLE on the near side here. Mac Dixon is there. Pick is set. Dixon hands off to Matthew Park. Now Prosper working inside. They had a man there on the crease, but they didn't make the connection. Dixon scoops it up. Scots will have a chance to clear here. Dixon flips it up to Doolin. He'll leg it out across midfield and make the clear. Gets it to Park. Park and Doolin playing catch back and forth here on the near side corner of the box. Top corner. Make the substitutions that Coach Colburn's looking for. Now, Allen will work it down from below GLE up to Harbison, who is standing on the crease and knocks it off the pipe from about 2 yards out. Ball gets loose. And on the far side of the field, Harbison takes a check, and the Prosper midfielder is going to be called for a ward. Warding the call there, and ball goes over to Highland Park. Coach Colburn decides to slow it down a bit. He calls timeout. So with 1:41 remaining here in the first half, it's tied at 5. I'm Cade Hammer for Game On Sports. We're at Highlander Stadium, where the Scots are taking on the Prosper Eagles.
Ladies and gentlemen, D Magazine and Paper City would like to recognize a very special guest in attendance today. Seated right on the 40-yard line, 5 rows up on the blue backs, covered from head to toe in Jay Hilbert, the very best man dressed in all of DFW, the one, the only Dustin, had a big real estate pitch. Doolin!
Highland Park with possession down from the end line, moves it up above GLE and up to Doolin at the top of the box. Now Gearing working it from the near side, flips it to Doolin. He comes around counterclockwise fashion, flips it down to Allen below GLE. Allen takes a big hit from a long pole, but he stays on his feet. Doolin scoops it up, moves it to the top of the box for the Scots and over to Colton Highland. Highland working it to his right, now back to his left. Switching hands with his stick. Now Doolin power move into right side, spins left, shoots left. saved by the Prosper goalkeeper. And then down inside where he takes it across midfield after getting a couple of one-handed wrap checks from the Scots attackman. Prosper now at the far end of the field, below GLE on the near side. Move it out now to the top corner on the near side. 10 seconds remaining in the half. Prosper moving it, trying to get a shot, and the shot goes high and wide. 4.7 seconds. Prosper will try to get one more shot. Dixon is there to check him. Prosper gets a shot off, but not before the horn. Looks like it might have crossed, and it does bounce out. Would have been an arguable call for a goal had it not been a late shot. Clearly shot that came after the horn. So Scots come out and take on a scrappy Prosper Eagles team tonight who get up on them early, but Scots fight back to knot it up at halftime after a little bit of sloppy play by the Prosper Eagles, losing the ball, having it roll out of bounds. A number of opportunities that Scots haven't been able to convert on with the mistakes of Prosper. But they'll be ready to go for the second half. We will too. We'll take a quick break here. Be back in about 9 minutes as we start the second half from Highlander Stadium. I'm Cade Hammer for Game On Sports. You're watching Highland Park Lacrosse.
The Rhodes Group, the Addison Baldwin Group, D1 Sports, and not just soccer. And all of this year's Champions Club supporters include the Harris family, Morse family, Doolin family, Collins family, McCauley family, Rack family, the Jean-Lachesky family, Farrell family, Chilton family, Jones family, Heffelfinger family, Cosman family, the Gearing family, Pitcock family, Vogue family, Jackson family, Sylvan family, Riley family, the Sawicki family, Wilbeck family, Amadelton family, Owens family, Sutton family, Abusi family, Henry family, Thomason family, Brown family, Moss family, and the Pressler family.
Well, welcome back, folks. About a minute and a half left here in the intermission before we start the second half here at Highlander Stadium, where our Highland Park Varsity Gold, it's our Division II team, is taking on the Prosper Eagles. Their varsity team plays normally in Division II. Great night, great weather. The wind has died here. Comfortable temperatures and a good crowd on hand tonight here at Highlander Stadium. We'll start the second half, tied at 5.
Start of the third quarter, we have Scots 5, Eagles 5.
Checking in between the pipes now, that's our freshman Stephen Head, number 16. And the freshman midi line with Lashevsky once again at the face-off dot. He's winged by the short stick Dean Doolin on the near side, and the LSM, number 24, Ford Blevins from the far side wing. Referee has him set. There's the whistle. Lashevsky flips it out between his leg. On the far side, on the near side here, Doolin able to scoop it up after a little bit of back and forth there. Now Doolin getting double teamed here. He's looking for an outlet. Finally gets it down to Allen on the near side here at midfield. The attackman swinging from across the 50-yard line, trying to get a handle on Allen. Allen flips it across the field to the far side to Colton Highland. He makes a power move down inside, doesn't get a shot off. Slips, gets back up. Now he's below GLE and works it back through X to the near side. He's still below GLE. Gets it over to Allen. He'll work from X. He comes up above GLE on the near side, but then flips it back down. I believe that's Gearing on the far side. Now up to Lashevsky at the 12 o'clock position from the top of the box. Down to Doolin. He's quickly doubled by 2 LSMs. They flip it to Doolin on the near side, and then the Highland underhanded shot goes above the crossbar of the cage. He'd like to have that one back. But James Allen is there. Scots have possession. But then the shot clock quickly expires and the ball's turned over to Prosper. Goalie at midfield takes a long shot where he's got a midi checking in from the box and able to connect. They quickly move it down inside their zone, outside the restraining box now. Top on the far side corner, Highland defending. The pole for Blevins slides out. Prosper still working from the far side. Now at the top of the box, coming around counterclockwise near side. Below GLE and back behind through X. Dixon's there to defend. Doolin picks up a slide. Half-hearted shot gets off and Head makes a save. Flips it out for Doolin. Can't make the connection. Prosper gets it back. For Blevins there to defend. Now Prosper flips it below GLE. Short stick Highland there to defend. And they work it up inside. Quickly make a shot. And Stephen Head has a nice save. Nice save and rejection. And then the ball is loose down on this near side near the end line. And flag goes down. They'll probably say Ford Blevins got a little aggressive with the stick and maybe got a slash. Prosper on that last shot, flipping it in, kind of a 1-2 punch, and Stephen Head made a quick adjustment and able to get a rejection there, and he got excited about that. Cross-check's going to be the call by head referee Tom Fitzsimmons at midfield, communicating with the table there. That'll be a 1 minute, one-man advantage for Prosper as Ford Blevin takes a knee. Coach Colburn gets his personnel in. 4 poles and a shorty. Matthew Park, short stick midfielder here. Along with Rudder, Noble, Dixon, and Sumner, the poles. Working around clockwise fashion, not going below GLE, and then they turn it and spin it the other way here. Now they look for a shift and a dodge. Dixon is there, good defense. On the far side at GLE, now back up. And a shot gets off. Stephen Head with a kick save. Ball doesn't touch the goalie or the cage. No clock reset, goes out of bounds, and they hustle. Scots hustle it out. That's Sumner on the near sideline, so Scots take possession. They'll look to kill the penalty here. Prosper with a hard ride on Matthew Park. He's able to get it up to Rudder. Then down the far side below GLE. That's McCaig. And McCaig back up to Allen, who moves it out to the top of the Scots box to Dean Doolin. Powers down the far side. Long stick with a good check, and the ball gets loose from Doolin. Scooped up by Prosper. They move it inside, and it's quickly picked off by Highland. Good move, good anticipation by Colton Highland there. As Prosper attempted to make the clear, they don't get it across midfield before he picks it off. Dean Doolin now from midfield. He flips it over to Gordon, checking in from the substitution box. And now Gordon below GLE on the far side. Gets it to James Allen at X. Highline moves to set the pick. Allen reverses course. Flips it up top. Double skip past the Doolin, who takes a shot from the top of the box. Doesn't get through the traffic, and the Prosper goalie able to make a save. Doolin hustling and getting really physical out across midfield. Ultimately gets called for a loose ball push. Prosper will get a clean clear and now start their possession from the top near side corner. Now top center working it down back near the near side box across GLE through X. With that attackman now works it on the crease and tries to get it on the doorstep. Has a good feed. He makes a connection. And Prosper able to get a shot off, but the ball goes wide. Prosper maintains possession, checks in. Ford Blevins with a great check there. Prosper attackman loses his footing. The ball gets loose. It's down, and then Dixon scoops it up, and he legs it out. The long pull, getting it across midfield for a nice clear to Highland. And now a beautiful shot on the Highland feed. That's Woods Harbison. I was waiting for him to turn. I couldn't quite see his number. Props to the PA announcer, Mr. Scott Head, with the help there on the spot. Good move there, starting with the defense. Able to get it down to Highland, who flips it over to Woods Harbison. Scots are up by 1. Their first lead of the game at 6-5. Blevins from the far side now as Leszewski takes the dot and takes a shot and lets it rip. You love to see that every once in a while for your
Goal, Owen Lushowski.
Love to see your face-off specialist able to get a shot off once in a while. He does there. He makes a clean clamp. And actually, they're going to wave that off. I'm not sure what the call was there. Tom Fitzsimmons making the call. I'm going to assume it was either Highland Park leaving the box early, negating that possession, or perhaps a moving pick. Either way, the goal's negated. The score's 6-5. Prosper with a free clear here. And Prosper gets it inside, works it around the crease, gets a shot off that gets by Stephen Head.
Goal, Prosper, 55, Cash,
and going to make a correction. I think what the call was on that last goal, the goal's going to stand, Lashevsky's goal. But I think he was called for an unsportsmanlike conduct for celebration perhaps after the goal. So goal stays on the board. Prosper was awarded possession, no face-off. They quickly move it down inside, get a goal. So it's 7-6, the score. Lashevsky again facing off, flips it out. Gordon with the loose ball. Prosper quickly out, jumping on the loose ball, able to move it down inside. And Prosper, a quick 1-2 punch here, and they knot it up at 7. Good aggressive play by Prosper there on the loose ball, the ground ball, and able to quickly move it up and have a guy by himself on the far side moving down towards the crease. In those Prosper midfielders working together, having good vision, make the connection, and they're able to get on the board. Lashevsky again here. Face-off dot. Flips it out to Park. Park picks up the loose ball. Again, aggressive play by Prosper, the shorty and the LSM. But Highland Park able to get possession, come down inside, get inside their box, tries to get a pass off inside, but you get a stick check by the long pole, and that pass went high for HP and out of bounds and over to Prosper. Highland Park really just needs to settle in here. They went ahead. Now we're in a back and forth situation here. Prosper ties it back up. The Prosper midfielder comes down. Takes a good hard shot from about 12 yards out, but that's an easy one for Stephen Head with no defenders and no attackers in the way. Stephen Head tries to clear now. Flips it up to the midi. The attackman, brings it down inside, makes him pay for it. Prosper now going up by a point, 8-7. Really just need to see Highland Park settle in here, kind of settle down, if you will, and start to play the game they were playing in that second quarter. A little bit hurried now. The passes have gotten a little sloppy. Clears have gotten a little sloppy. Ground balls the same. Now they trail by a point. Lashevsky still doing what he can do. Win at the faceoff dot. He does so there. And then Prosper called for a hold. But then a flag goes down on the far side. We'll see what that is. That's number 26. Owen Lashevsky. I don't know if that was a hold or a slash. In any case, it's a man-down situation for the Scots here. 4 poles and a shorty. We'll try to make the defense. This time Prosper moves it all the way around below GLE. 2X. Able to get a shot off from the near side here. Goes wide. But they've got a man back as that ball goes out of bounds, and Scots maintain possession. Prosper maintains possession. All the Scots defenders above GLE here in a man-down situation. Prosper working it back around X to the far side. A shot gets off, and Stephen Head with a great save.
Save, Stephen Head.
The Scots want to settle in here, get a good clear. Don't hurry this. Get out of this man-down situation. Prosper with a good ride. Good push on Highland now, who gets it across midfield. And the clear gets exactly what we wanted to do. Highland Park back to full strength and maintaining possession on their half of the field as they move it down near their box on the far side. Woods Harbison getting it to Matthew Park, now to Dean Doolin. Finally to Grady Gearing on the far side, the lefty. He moves it around, back behind to X. Woods Harbison controls it there. A little bit of back and forth, still below GLE. To Gearing. Then to Allen, to Doolin, then down the near side to Park. Park makes a shifty move on the inside. Works it and gets a shot off. Goes high, wide to the right. And 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Scots are going to get a shot clock foul. Well, almost here. The defender for Prosper picks it up with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. And they leg it out, get it quickly across midfield, and they control inside. And they're going to have a shot situation here. Scott's not able to get back quick enough. Prosper quickly outnumbers them. They move the ball quick enough and well enough in this quarter, unlike the second, able to connect on their passes and make the Scots pay there and go up by 2. So 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's Highland Park 7, Prosper Eagles 9. Lashevsky again at the faceoff dot. Spencer Woolery, John Jordan, the short stick midi here on the near side with Ford Blevins, the LSM on the far side. They flip it up back towards the Scots restraining box, so the ball is loose there. And the shorty for Prosper controls it, so Prosper will get another chance here to shoot with 1:55 remaining in the third. Conrad Noble defending on the near side. Now at the top of the box, Blevins defending as Prosper tries to set up their play. Matthew Park defending the Prosper midfielder, checking the box, stays on him, tight man. Now that Prosper's moved it below GLE. Jack Sumner defending on the far side. Now to over Noble. Blevins defending, and his man gets by him. He's not able to get his check inside and makes a power move. Big midfielder, Brad Jones, gets a shot off, and that one gets by Head. And the Eagles go up by 3. So a tale of two teams here as we head into the fourth quarter. Second quarter looked like it was all Highland Park. Prosper able to gather themselves at halftime, make some adjustments, and they come screaming back here in the third to go up by 3 on Highland Park. Leshevsky's still doing a pretty good job of clamping, but Highland Park not able to make the good clamp. They finally do. But then some sloppy passing inside, and quickly Prosper gets possession again. They move it inside to a situation where they look outnumbered. Highland Park not making the slides necessary to cover their men. They finally do. And Highland Park gets called for an offside play. Prosper will get another crack at it here. Underhand shot by the Prosper midfielder goes high and wide. Out of bounds, but Prosper has a man back. They maintain possession now from the far side. Moving it now across the top of the box. Mac Dixon defending. Prosper gets a shot off. It goes out of bounds. They've got a guy at X, so they're able to maintain possession. And now they wrap it around. 5 seconds to play. Deflected, and that'll allow the game clock to expire on the third quarter, but not before the damage is done. Prosper comes screaming back, goes up by 3 on the Scots. The score is Highland Park 7, Prosper 10. Cade Hamner with you on Game On Sports. We're at Highlander Stadium. This is Highland Park Lacrosse on Game On Sports.
Is it time to become a private client with a dedicated concierge? Vista Bank, proud title sponsor of the Highland Park Lacrosse program. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912.
And we're back at Highlander Stadium. Start of the fourth quarter in this Division II Varsity Gold matchup for Highland Park, facing off against the Prosper Eagles. Highland Park's got a little work to do in the final 12 minutes. They're down by 3, 10-7. Owen Leshevsky having good success at the face-off dot, but the ball getting loose a lot of the time, and the 50-50 ball becomes Prosper's possession. Same thing here. Leshevsky took a shot while on the ground, but Prosper has possession. They're quickly down to their end of the field, below GLE. Doing everything they can now to take as much time off the clock as they can. Prosper from the far side, top of their box, move it below GLE. Now to the near side. Work it up above GLE, laterally, try to work it down to the crease. Noble there to push him out. They're still working it around here on this near side. Lateral line of the box now up top. Set a pick. Guy moves inside, gets a shot off, and that one gets by head. The Eagles there doing a good job of drawing the Highland Park defense out and setting a couple of picks. And that Prosper midfielder is able to get loose, get inside, and get a shot off from about 8 yards out. Gets between head and the pipe, makes it 11-7. Highland Park hasn't had an answer here in the last 5 minutes. And Prosper able to come back from down 2 to being up 4. This time, Leszewski clamps it, flips it out to Doolin, and Doolin able to control possession. Back and forth with Gearing a bit. Now Doolin working from the top. Now down the near sideline, between the sideline and the restraining box. Gives a step, a hesitation, a little crow hop. Flips it over to Highland, then gets it up to Sean McCaig. Now to Doolin. He works the inside portion of the box on this near sideline. Gets it to Gearing, now to Highland. Highland with a left-handed shot, can't get through traffic. Ball bounces around, picked up by Prosper. They go the other way. They've got numbers. It's a 4-on-3 situation here. Scott's midfielders do a good job of getting back before Prosper can get a shot off. They slow it down a bit. Ball handlers walking it outside of the box, between the box and midfield from the 12 o'clock position. Doolin there to push him out. He quickly moves inside, draws a long pole, and Mac Dixon, who puts him in the dirt. And then Dixon works the ball up across midfield. Highland will control. Gordon checks in. Dean Doolin is from the top of the box. Now they work it down inside to James Allen. Works it below Gio Lee, then out to Gordon. Gordon gets it up to Doolin from the top of the box. Now down the near side, a Strong tries to get a shot off, but he's checked by the Prosper defender. Push in the back there. Ball rolls out of bounds. We get possession and a new 80 from that push in the back with possession. Excuse me, not with possession, or we would have gotten a flag there. Loose ball push resets the clock. Now down to James Allen, working it at X, back and forth across the near side. GLE into Doolin. Doolin gets a shot off on the feed from Gordon, but the shot goes wide. Out of bounds. Highland Park controls. Grady Gearing gets the ball started from the end line. He works it around near the right side, back to the left. He's a lefty looking for a strong shot. Good check by the Prosper defender. Scoops up the loose ball, gets it up to another pole, gets it across midfield, and Prosper gets the clear. So no damage done there by Highland Park. Highland Park down by 4. Under 8 minutes to play here. If they're going to make a run, they're going to have to start scoring, or they're going to run out of time. And Prosper is happy enough just to play a slow motion here and make Highland Park, make those defenders come out and get them. Prosper getting a shot off from the top dead center position. That goes high and out of bounds, but they got a man at X. Now Dixon defends. Now the shorty Gordon down low. Able to put some checks on inside. Ball gets loose, picked up by Jack Sumner, set down in the crease. And head clears to Doolin, who gets up to Highland quickly, dishes it inside to Allen. And the goalie comes out on Allen, puts a nice check on him, and Allen can't flip it inside to score. And Prosper also back, so they get possession there. Good check by Woods Harbison on the far sideline near the Highland Park bench. Knocks the ball out of bounds. And he quickly works it down inside. Gets it to James Allen, who gets a shot off. It goes wide, and again, Prosper's got the man back, so once again they get possession. The back and forth nature of this period is going to cause the clock to run out on Highland Park if they're not able to make those shots fall and at least have a man back when they do get a shot. Prosper Eagles maintain possession now on this near side. Near top corner of the box now. He works it across the 12 o'clock position, counterclockwise motion, far sideline now below GLE, and backs to X. Pick set inside, opens up a man up top. They try to make the feed for the shot, but can't connect. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock for the Prosper Eagles. They're below at X. Puts it inside. A good check by Dixon there. Long pole reaching over the top. Ball gets loose, but then picked up again by Prosper, who tries to push the pass across midfield. And the ball rolls out of bounds. We'll see.
Timeout, Prosper. 5:07 left in the fourth quarter.
Over and back to call, so Scotts will get it there, just across midfield and there into the field. 5 minutes to play, down by 4. They're going to have to dig deep to find some relief here and pull out a victory tonight. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. .507 to play. Scott's inbound it from the near sideline and quickly work it below GLE. James Allen there. Try to set up the play. He works it across the far side, comes above GLE, skip past to Doolin, who doesn't have a shot, but he works it down inside, goes to his left, to his right, back to his left. Gets it to Gearing, who's moved to the top of the box. Now over to James Allen. Works it inside on the crease, gets a shot off, draws a slide. Goalie deflects it, stays in bounds, where the Prosper midfielder picks it up. He's trying to leg it across midfield. He's got a shorty on the near side here. And they make the clear. Milford moves it inside, takes a step like he's going to take a shot, thinks better of it, and pulls out. And they'll be happy to run another 80 seconds off here. Prosper now with the top of the box, moving to this near side in a clockwise motion. Below GLE there. Now back out to the top of the box. 1-2 inside. Back shot from the top of the box. Wide left. Prosper with the man back, and they maintain possession. Conrad Noble defending below GLE as he comes up above. He draws a slide from Mac Dixon. He's there to check, but Prosper, attackman, able to maintain the ball. And he gets it up to his teammate at the top of the box.
Goal.
That is the midfielder, Braddock Jones. The senior midfielder, big kid. Big kid, good strong shot from about 12 yards out, maybe 15. Makes it 12-7 Prosper. Three minutes, 18 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Scots have dug a bit of a hole here, down 5. Lashevsky with the clamp makes it another 50-50 ball. Colton Highland able to scoop it up there. Quickly moves it inside and then down to Woods Harbison below GLE. Another tough pass there. Ball gets loose. Benton Gordon scoops it up. Gets it down to McCaig. McCaig below GLE. He takes a check from the shorty, but scoops the ball back up. Tries to make a feed inside. There's too many men there. Ball gets loose, scooped up by Prosper. Defender tries to flip it back to his goalie, and the ball goes high, so Highland Park will get a chance with 2:30 here. Prosper calls a timeout. They want to reset their defense, but tough mission. 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Scott's down by 5 here at Highlander Stadium. I'm Cade Hamner for Game On Sports. We'll be right back. Back from timeout. Prosper called timeout there. But the ball is with Highland Park. Inbounds from the inline on the far side of the field. And now moved out up top of the box to Dean Doolin. Dean Doolin will move it inside to Grady Gehring, moving across to Colton Heinlein. Coming across the top of the box, moving from the far side to the near side. He gets a shot off of the feed from Gehring and quickly gets a score to draw the Scots within 4, 8-12 with 2:15 to go. Certainly not a situation that's undoable, maybe unenviable at the moment, but Scots can certainly dig out of this. 2:15 to go, down by 4. Lashevsky at the X. He scoops it up between his legs. And John Jordan scoops it up, but he's quickly checked. Ball bounces around. Now Blevins has it inside. Blevins flips it over to Leshevsky, who's moving inside for a shot. It goes out of bounds. Scots quickly pick it up. Woods Harbison below GLE, drawing the defender. Then James Allen feeds it inside to Highland, who gets another shot off. It goes out of bounds. Now Doolin inside. He gets a shot off, but stick high for the Prosper goalkeeper. But applying the pressure back there, James Allen, good ride. Makes the goaltender make a bad pass. Now the ball's fed back into James Allen. He moves inside. He's got McCaig. Tries to feed it inside to Leshevsky. Leshevsky's there. Tries to flip it up high. And that's a shot. It's going to go out of bounds, but the Prosper defender is closest. Minute 13 remaining. Scott's unable to convert on this possession. Going to make it awfully difficult with a minute to go. And now they flip it to the big midfielder for Prosper, who, with 55 seconds remaining, will take it down and pass it to his teammate below GLE. Prosper will try to run out the clock here. Armadelphin now checking in down there with the ride and trying to dislodge that ball. Is able to do so once or twice, but that attackman scoops it back up, and they're just running out the clock with 30 seconds remaining. So quite a comeback, or quite a return in that third quarter for Prosper after letting their guard down in the second, letting the Scots get back in this. Scott's able to go up 2 at one point. But Prosper putting it together at halftime and able to come back and play a strong second half and ultimately beat the Scots by 4. So a good look from Prosper Eagles tonight. Played a good, solid game. Highland Park gold, varsity gold, falling short tonight. Final score, Highland Park 8, Prosper Eagles 12. I'm Cade Hamner here with you on Game On Sports. Stick around or click on that new link. JV will be coming up in about 15 minutes. We'll do it again and show a little love to these boys who put in a lot of hard work and see how the junior varsity team fares for Highland Park. Back in a few minutes.